Hi everyone, evening. Okay, so I just had to fix this. So now it can now produce up to 8 worlds. I had to remove the conditional format which would normally hide the other results. I'll think of another workaround. So basically what happens is if it says 7 worlds, then you'll just count up to 7 and then ignore the other worlds. Um yeah, so that's the manual part. I'll figure out a way to hide it. If it's, let's say, like I can make it a conditional format that um here's how. Let's try this. Let's try this. Add another rule. Oops. Let's make it all white. Yeah, let's just gray this out. It's still there. It's just grayed out. So format rules is if format rules is if this format rules is if C132 is less than 10. Let's make it less than 5. So if it's less than 5, it'll gray out. Let's see if we can just make it all gray. Okay, let's just use gray out. Let's make it 3 as well. Let's make it all gray out. So let's just do that. If it's less than 5, let's see. Let's make it true. No. Huh. Is greater than should be this. If if G 132 is less than 5, let's make it more than 5, like 6. Okay, I'll have to figure that out. Okay, let's remove this conditional format. Conditional formatting. Yeah. So I'll try to figure out a way to make this not show up. It's a simple logic puzzle. I just don't have the brains. I just came from COVID. I realized like I used to, like, after work, I would work on this. I'd have the energy to work on this. I'd even have the energy to run. But I got COVID, so like, holy crap, I don't have any energy. I just want to go to sleep right after this. I'm still coughing. Still taking a mucolytic. There's still like a lot of phlegm in my lungs and stuff, so it's trying to figure it out. So, hmm. Okay, this is a mistake. Okay, that means it did not. Okay, this should be Alt F4. Shift F4. So it should be using this. Okay. So that's not a bad thing. some hidden cells are here, so I gotta like make sure that all uh, are working. So there should not be any ref stuff. And yeah, I deleted all the conditional format. So right, conservative habitable zone. Yeah. Oh wait a minute. Oh yeah, dollar signs. Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Yeah, it's not changing. Good. So you'll notice that you can still see the numbers. Like it's like dirty specks on the screen. Um, I need it because I forgot which one's which. Uh, until I can make this work really nice, and then people I can afford a dedicated person on this. It's gonna be just me and Nico. Um, yeah, and yeah, I can afford. So if for me to afford a dedicated team, not to mention dedicated paying Nico full time for this, I'd have to sell 2,000 $10 units per year to pay for his salary and all the other stuff, including the programming of this. I can afford. I can figure out how I can project manage this to get like this done in like JavaScript. It's just that I have a full time job fixing the family business, and one of my frustrations in the job is that process improvement is something that they only think about when it's the QA and the IT. It's not a general organizational thing. Like, we are a construction manufacturing company, and one of the main bottlenecks is creating quotes. And one of the processes that I've analyzed is the quotation process, and it really should be. It's a bottleneck. It's where everything slows down and breaks down. And if you're familiar with your constraints, you should be fixing that. I have no right to fix it because I am in IT and plant. I will do what I can in the IT and the plant, but so yeah, so that's psychic damage from that problem, and of course, having the energy to fix this. Yeah, uh, unlike the other one where I watch helplessly, this is not so bad. This uses conditional formatting so that, as you can notice, it's hidden. It's conditional formatting, so it hides the stats if the star is less than, if there's no companion star. We and the guys, we just decided to just make it all appear. We just hide it. Um, it's just tiny workaround. Uh, Again, I'd need around $400 to be able to like $800 to maybe like polish this up. I'd probably, and as development goes, I'd probably need $2,000 for um, having a nice JavaScript of this. But the thing about the JavaScript is that if it breaks, I really have to depend on the guy who made it. If it was a spreadsheet, I can polish it, I can make it nicer, I can put notes, I can embed notes for it, and guys who are learning to code can just can figure out this code. And of course, like, I can if I had the OJTs as well as the hired technical, I could probably like make this even more user friendly. But working with constraints, probably somebody did a better job than me already and didn't get recognized. Uh, Hopefully, I'll meet that and like buy their product. But probably the same reason why you don't find a lot of guys who make spreadsheets so that the planet generation will be easy and all these other things, because it's not a very it's a low priority thing. Okay, here's a sample problem. So I don't get this. This means that there's a JavaScript creating a thing, but if I go to the old one, I don't get why I didn't see this. So it looks like it was there the whole time. I didn't see it. Okay, so this is C170. C170. And I don't know why it's like that. I thought, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just brain fart. Okay, so I just have to change this to make the spreadsheet appear, the values appear in a different cell. So I have to save this, make sure it's save. And let's remove this. And Ice World. So actually I noticed like the rules we made, it's like only 4 ice worlds. You'll have to figure out a way to add more ice worlds randomly. If the planet or the star is especially dense, unlikely but possible. World, so Ice World 1. So okay, so to check that this won't disappear, like this one won't disappear, I will go here and run the script. Let's see if it moved to A where it should be. There, it appeared here. See, okay, so there it doesn't. So gas world. So yeah. Try making a world generator program. Write the science of it. Work on the blender stuff on it. One day it'll be a Godot program, and then no, it can't be a Godot program. It'll only be a Godot program if I can sell like this and do this full time for 2 years. It'll be a Godot program, and I'll be quitting my family business and just doing this full time. And then I'll be just hiring people, most probably like first OJTs and then later on other game developers, and then doing this exclusively in Godot so that everything is generated and pretty and easily shown to your players, ship builder, everything, all in all. Okay, but that's the dream. It's not going to be it's not going to be that's a dream and unlikely, but yeah, that's the goal. One day I sell to every, if you notice, I will train any person who buys this product. I'll teach them Blender. I will teach them how this works. I will train everyone. I don't know how to do it the non-easy way, the smart way. I just know I'll just train each one until there is a population of gamers who learn how to use Blender and JavaScript to build worlds. I don't know. Maybe you'll like the fiction that I'll make on this. Maybe that one will sell enough copies to pay for Nico and developers full time to do this, but that's unlikely. Anyway, yeah. So hope you. Thanks for your time. I hope you support the Cepheus engine, guys. Without Cepheus engine being open source, guys like me wouldn't have had a chance. We'd be shut down. No one would no one would ever give us a chance, especially me from a third world. Third, open source is the only way guys like me, anyone from anywhere, a guy from Africa, India, from China, somebody in the third world will have a chance and probably will offer better solutions and better product. Throwing their life into it, and because their salaries and cost of living is much lower, it might work out. It doesn't mean that somebody in the developed world will be robbed of anything. It just means that somebody in the third world will just make a living. It's not a bad thing. Anyway, yeah, use my talents to fix this instead of like the family business where I'm not listened to. So yeah, that's a better call this better use of my time, intelligence, and capabilities. Uh, Writing RPGs about business cases. Okay, thanks for your time. Have a good night.